Would you like to know how to do SEO on YouTube videos? There's definitely a right way of doing it, but the majority of people do it the wrong way. Now, as you can imagine, I've watched a lot of content here on YouTube about YouTube SEO, and I haven't found one person that teaches the right way to do it. I'm going to teach you how you can post a video today and have it rank at the top of YouTube tomorrow, so you'll be able to see actual results. Now, this strategy works so well that not only will you get results on YouTube, but you'll show up at the top of Google as well. To show you an example of what we're talking about, if you go to YouTube and you type in this question, what's the role of a superintendent in construction? Notice you see Jason Schroeder at the top. Okay, he's actually in position 3 and position 4. Let's come over here to his YouTube analytics and let me show you this. If I click on analytics, all right, then I'm going to click on advanced mode and I'm going to come right here to traffic source. You'll see in the last 28 days, he's had 78,000 views on his channel. And you'll see broken down by traffic source, the largest source of traffic is search with 33.7%. So 26,000, almost 400 views in 28 days is how many views this channel gets from search. But it doesn't end there, so keep that number in mind, 26,000. External here is another 11,000. Well, if we click on external, you'll see 71% of external traffic is actually Google search. So you can add another 8,000 to that every single month that's coming from this strategy alone. So this is what I mean when I talk about YouTube domination. Look here, if you type in buying vacant land in Florida, you see my client Brent Bowers at the top. If you type in how to start a retreat business, you'll see Michelle Villalobos in positions 2, 3, and 4. If you type in pre-foreclosure cold calling objections, you'll find Nicole Espinosa at the top. Here you find Ted Thomas, here you find Dan Good, here you find Verl Workman, here you find Laurel Langmeyer, here you'll find Chris Miles, and the list goes on and on and on. All of these people, hundreds of searches ranking at the top of YouTube. So here's how we did this. I'm going to teach you my leaf strategy. So take a look at this tree. There's a broad trunk that goes out to the branches, that goes out to leaves. Now the trunk represents your area of expertise. What are you an expert in? The branches represent all the different categories of your expertise, and the leaves represent questions. Okay, they represent specific questions that your target audience is asking. Okay, so we want to focus on the leaves. We don't want to make videos on trunk or branch topics. And let me show you an example. Let's say your expertise is nutrition. An example of a leaf would be how to calculate nutritional value of a recipe. I didn't make that question up. I actually searched, and that's a very commonly asked question. It's searched consistently every month on Google and YouTube. Another one I found is how to carry nutrition during a marathon. That's a question I would have never thought of, but it's very, very specific. So if you were to make that episode, you'd know exactly who your target audience is, and you would have specific advice to them that would be really, really valuable. And when they watch that video, they would see you as the expert, and it would give you an opportunity of building a relationship with them. So ingredient number 1 is leaf titles. All right, ingredient number 2 is length. You want your episodes to be an average length of 10 to 12 minutes. You don't want to create shorts, and you don't want really long format content like a podcast would be. For this strategy on YouTube, you want 10 to 12 minutes. And you want to make sure that you have a good retention rate. So when you make a 10-minute episode, some people are going to leave right after they click on it. So maybe 10 seconds and they're gone. Other people are going to watch it all the way to the end. So what is your average? If you have an average view duration of 50% or higher, YouTube will promote your video to more and more of your target audience. Ingredient number 4, you've got to create custom thumbnails. I've got other episodes on this channel teaching you thumbnail design strategy, so make sure you pay attention to custom thumbnails. And ingredient number 5, it's a big one. You want to launch 5 episodes every single week on YouTube, and you want to do that for a year. Now, if that one just thought, I was following the strategy and now I'm not so sure, hang in there, because every single one of the people that I showed you, they felt the same way. The type of content that we're creating, the type of content that follows these 5 ingredients, you can film a single episode in like 15 to 20 minutes. And when you edit it down, now you've got a 10 to 12 minute episode. So that means, unlike many channels where they're filming all day long for a single episode, for you, you can film 20 episodes in a single day. That's what I'm doing here. I'm filming 20 episodes today. Now I'm filming in my studio house. It's a large house, and in another room I've actually got a client here today that's also filming 20 episodes for her channel. You can do this too. If you film 20 episodes in a single day, you've only got to do this once a month. So we're talking about doing SEO on YouTube videos. Let me show you what this really looks like behind the scenes. This is keyword research I did for my client Noelle Randall, and I found all these leaf titles. Now you'll notice that this list has something in common. It's the 4 words real estate investor find, okay? But here's another list, and all of these ones have real estate investor become. Okay, so 2 branches that are pretty similar, but in practice, they're quite a lot different. When I showed them to Noelle, she looked at this first branch and she said, this is not my target audience, so I don't need to answer these questions. I don't need to rank on YouTube for these questions. But this is my target audience. I want to rank at the top of YouTube anytime somebody's asking one of these questions. So pretty much she's saying, this is my lane. I want to own this space on YouTube. So we decided to check her ranking at that time. This was back in February. We're in 2024 when we record this. So we looked at the first branch, and when we checked her ranking on February 10th, you see some yeses, you see some startings, and you see some no's. A lot of yeses means you're dominating. A lot of no's means you're not dominating. When you type in each of these questions, if we found her in the top 3, like without having to scroll, that's a yes. But if we do have to scroll down, but we still find her there, that's what we call starting. And if we don't find her in the top 20, that's a no. So for this branch that is not her target audience, she actually has a good amount of traction, but there was no more effort to be put into this branch. This branch that she does want to dominate, she wants to own this space, notice it's mostly no's. She only has 2 yeses on this entire branch. So she got to work. She started filming a lot of these episodes. We filmed 5 in February, we filmed a few more in March, we filmed a few more in April, and look at these results. Going from February to April, we went from 2 yeses to 8. Going 1 more month to May, we added a lot more yeses, and by July 3rd, majority yeses. So now we dominate this space. This is the best strategy to do SEO for YouTube videos, and I really want you to master this. I've created a mini course. It's called the YouTube Lead Gen Blueprint. The course costs 17 bucks. You can take this in a matter of just a few hours. If you go through this course, you'll learn how to find these titles, these questions. You'll learn how to make the right type of videos with those questions and how to put them on YouTube in a way that you'll rank at the top. And even beyond that, how to leverage this ranking and these views to generate leads for your business. I'm so excited that you've discovered this strategy. Go to youtubeleadgen.net. It's 17 bucks. I'll see you there.